All right, good Sunday afternoon, everyone. We have severe weather starting today, lasting all the way through Wednesday, starting in the southern plains today of Oklahoma, parts of Texas today, slowly going east tomorrow. And then the big weather event is going to be Tuesday, it looks like, across the deep south, across the Arklatex as well. If you're just now joining us, click that thumbs up button. It basically tells Facebook that you want to see more of our content. Make sure you click that, or push that interaction button, that thumbs up button anytime you see any of our content. If you could throw a comment in there every once in a while, it'd be great because it'll push more of our content to your feed, so you can see more of our content. Because some people are not seeing our weather updates for 3 to 4 days after we've posted them, so that's not good. So please continue to interact with our comment or with our posts. That'd be great. If you're over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It's basically like following a page on Facebook. So hit that subscribe button, hit all notifications. You'll be notified every time we go live over on YouTube as well. All right, we're going to start out with today. Going to go over some severe weather aspects over the next few days, and then we'll go over timing. And there could be some backlash snow getting into parts maybe of northeastern Oklahoma into northern Arkansas as we go into Wednesday because of this very, very strong low pressure system wrapping in the cold air behind it. There could be snow showers, flurries as far south of northern Arkansas, and possibly some accumulations as you get into possibly Missouri up into Iowa as well. Alrighty, first let's go over basically the watches, warnings, alerts across the United States. Back here towards California, winter weather advisors as the storm system's coming on shore now. We have red flag warnings basically across parts of Texas into New Mexico, parts of southeastern Colorado, because of the very dry conditions and very windy conditions. So anything that gets going is going to get any fires that get going are going to get spread in a hurry. We have winter storm watches up here into parts of South Dakota, into Nebraska, parts of Colorado, into the high country of Colorado as well. Do have a a severe thunderstorm watch out here that was just issued a little bit ago for parts of southeastern Oklahoma, north central Texas here as well. Some of you probably down here in Louisiana probably wondering what this milky color down here is. That is for high wind. That's actually a high wind watch for Tuesday down here into parts of the Gulf Coast of Louisiana inland through New Orleans, all the way to southern parts of Mississippi. These are non-thunderstorm winds, so this is going to be a very windy system. As just above our heads, it's going to be 80 to 100 to 120 mile per hour winds with this system coming in. This is without thunderstorms. Okay, this is for Tuesday evening. Same out here into the plains. Basically, winds of 20 to 40 miles per hour would gust up to 60 miles per hour in these high wind watch areas for Tuesday into Tuesday evening. So this is not, like I said, these are not thunderstorm related. This is just winds basically that's coming with this system. All right. Alrighty, we're gonna go over all the risks for the next few days, Sunday through Wednesday, basically individual days. Tell you what's kind of going on. Then we'll go over future radar, kind of tell you some timing between now and Tuesday at least, with some of these short range models as well. And then we'll take a look at some backlash snows here in a little while. All right, so this is today what you're seeing on your screen here. Slight risk, basically from Altus, Oklahoma, over to Vernon, Texas, Elk City, Oklahoma. And then marginal risk in the darker greens here, Abilene over towards Wichita Falls, Denton, Lawton over towards Sherman, Texas. So, like I said, slight risk of severe thunderstorms from the eastern Texas panhandle into southwestern Oklahoma, western North Texas. Isolated severe thunderstorms appear possible from the eastern Texas panhandle into western Oklahoma, western North Texas this afternoon and early this evening. Large hail, severe wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour should be the main threats, but there's going to be a couple of tornadoes possible as well. So there's already a severe thunderstorm watch out for this area as well across parts of southeastern Oklahoma into far northern Texas here. So stay weather aware in this area over the next or tonight or this evening or later this afternoon through tonight across this area. All right, then we'll jump into tomorrow. Severe thunderstorm or slight risk is expanded into parts of Oklahoma, into northern Texas here. So almost 10 million people under the slight risk for tomorrow. This is Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, over towards Arlington. Marginal risk in that darker greens from Wichita, Kansas, Topeka to Waco, Abilene to Killeen. So, rapidly developing line of thunderstorms will bring the potential for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, a few tornadoes, and isolated large hail for parts of the southern plains. This will be late tomorrow into tomorrow night. So Monday afternoon into Monday night across this area here. Alrighty, as we go towards Tuesday, the severe weather threat really ramps up across this area. So the enhanced risk, as you see on your screen here, basically from Shreveport, Jackson, Mississippi, over to Pine Bluff, Arkansas, right at the edge of Little Rock as well, over towards, like I said, Shreveport, Monroe as well, Jackson, Mississippi. It's a few areas in the enhanced risk for Tuesday. 3.5 million people under the gun here in the enhanced risk area. Slight risk area, almost 16,000 or 16 million people. We're talking Memphis, New Orleans, Birmingham, Alabama, Baton Rouge, Montgomery, up towards, like I said, Memphis, up towards Springfield, Missouri, parts of northwestern Arkansas, towards Fayetteville, Springdale, as a few other cities like that. All right, then marginal risk, Dallas, Fort Worth, Kansas City, over towards Atlanta to Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is going to be a little bit more significant weather day. They're saying multiple organized lines of clusters of thunderstorms and perhaps a few supercells will pose a risk for damaging wind gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour, a few tornadoes and hail, primarily across parts of lower Mississippi Valley into the southeast, Tuesday through Tuesday night. All right, significant severe weather is going to be likely across this area, especially in these hatched areas, parts of this area here. So Jackson, Monroe, Hattiesburg, Alexandria to Meridian, Mississippi. You're in that black hatched area, so significant severe weather is possible. And this is the area that the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting. There's going to be more likely of an area that the supercell potential should be higher here. A strong tornado would be possible across this area. Plus, we have very strong low-level winds. That's why there's high wind warnings or high wind watches out for parts of southern Louisiana. So as these storms come in, it's already going to be windy as it is. But as these storms come in, these stronger storms, they're going to tap into those higher wind speeds just off the surface of basically just off the surface above our heads here, about 3,000 to 4,000 feet up, that are blowing 80 to 100, 110 mile per hour winds. Some of that could get down to the surface with these stronger storms coming out. So all modes of severe weather is possible on Tuesday. Damaging straight line winds, 60 to 70 plus miles per hour. Probably some localized spots in excess of hurricane force is possible as well, including some strong tornadoes is possible, especially down here in this hatched area. This is the day 3 outlook, so we still have a few days to refine where exactly the target is right now. But as of today, it's mostly going to be targeting parts of Louisiana into parts of Mississippi as the most intense severe weather. Now, like I said, severe weather is possible all the way up into southern Missouri. So don't take your guard down at all, because we've seen some major tornadoes in the past in marginal or slight risk areas. So you need to stay weather aware, have a way to get warnings, have a plan in place in case there's a warning in your area as well. All right. This severe weather event is just going to continue. The severe weather event is just going to continue moving east as we go in through Wednesday, get all the way over towards the coast, or talk about Savannah, Charleston, up towards Myrtle Beach, Raleigh, Durham, up to Kitty Hawk, Cape Hatteras as well. Slight risk of severe thunderstorms on Wednesday. This is a few days away, so we still have time to refine this with the storm. This is all the Storm Prediction Center forecasts that we're showing for you, all the highlighted areas. So the next 3 to 4 days is going to be pretty rough across the area. And then this low pressure is going to be tracking up towards Illinois, and then it's going to bring in, funnel in some very gusty winds behind the system and drag some colder air into the system as well. So we could have some backlash snows as far south as northern Arkansas, far northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, northeastern parts of Oklahoma as we go into Wednesday as well. All right, let's go into future timing here, the future radar, kind of show you some timing on some of these storms, at least through Tuesday. All right, we're going to go over future radar here. This is the latest HRRR. This goes out 48 hours, so we'll probably have to use the NAM here in just a little bit. But here's what I just want to show you what's going on over Oklahoma, at least, and parts of Kansas here tonight into tomorrow. So here's later, or here's actually right on 6 o'clock tonight. You see some very heavy storms possibly across southeastern parts of Oklahoma, into very heavy rains as well into parts of Oklahoma. This thing's going to kind of die out as it goes through. Dallas could get a rumble or thunder or so across that area later this evening. But otherwise, kind of dies out. Some general rains, maybe a clap or two of thunder, maybe down here towards the Arklatex of Arkansas, Louisiana, parts of Texas. And this kind of just dies out, but then it's going to be quiet tomorrow until later in the afternoon into the evening hours. Late. This is showing way late tomorrow night. So a lot of Monday could be fine. But this is going to be after dark tomorrow. We're going to start looking for this line of storms to start developing out here towards Oklahoma and starting to develop down here. This is 2 a.m. On Tuesday. 2 a.m. on Tuesday. So, like I said, a lot of Monday could be fine. We're talking about late Monday into Tuesday across a lot of this area here. So here's 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, individual broken, possibly some severe storms through part of Kansas, through Oklahoma City, through Dallas. Like I said, this is 4 a.m. on Tuesday. Here's 6 a.m. Tuesday, big line of storms, basically extending from just west of Kansas City all the way south through Tulsa and just getting through the Dallas area as well. See where kind of this low pressure is at right here over southeastern parts of Colorado. This is going to move east northeast and create some wintry conditions, especially back here into Colorado as we go into Tuesday. All right, so here's Tuesday at 8 o'clock. See the big line of storms extending from parts of Missouri all the way down through parts of Arkansas, through northeastern Texas, and just some general rain, possibly clapping to thunder down here towards the southern Gulf Coast. But as we get throughout the day, this is where the severe weather threat's going to start ramping up even more across central Arkansas to southern parts of Arkansas into Louisiana. This is 10 a.m. on Tuesday. And then as we go towards midday, this is where the trouble zone is going to be down here to parts of central Mississippi, into northern parts of Louisiana, southern Arkansas, with a more potent severe weather threat coming in, with some strong tornadoes possible, very heavy straight line winds, in excess of 60, 70 miles per hour, and some large hail as well. So here's 12 o'clock on this midday on Tuesday. And like I said, nice, big, huge shield of rain, even getting all the way up into Iowa, Backlash snows. This is actually going to be snow back here into parts of Nebraska, into Colorado, as well as this low pressure starting to lift northeast. All right, I switched over to the NAM here, so we can go a little bit further out so you guys can get some timing. So this is 2 p.m. on Tuesday. Big line of storms basically riding through Arkansas, getting to northeastern Arkansas towards Jonesboro, just east of Little Rock, through Pine Bluff area, getting into parts of northern Louisiana, getting into the Monroe area right around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. I said timing could be a little off. We have a few days still to watch this, but we'll have live briefings tomorrow as well. This is getting towards the Memphis area, right around the rush hour, 4 to 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Big line of severe storms possible across this area. Memphis, basically all the way down the Mississippi River Valley here towards northeastern Louisiana. And then once we get some of these cells out by themselves, that's going to mean trouble for that possible tornado threat as we go into later Tuesday. All right, and then as we get towards middle of the evening on Tuesday, you can see broken thunderstorms, and then this line of storms heading towards possible Nashville, but it's slowly starting to die out as we go forward. Now, here is something interesting up this way: is this backlash snows possible up here in two parts of Missouri as well. All right, let's track that backlash snow. You can see back here into parts of Kansas, into Nebraska. This is Tuesday, 6 p.m. And as we tick forward here, as we get towards 9 p.m. on Tuesday, rain changing to possibly some heavier snows here in Kansas City, brief heavy snow, maybe moderate snows, and then all the way up towards Des Moines as well, changing over. Then as we get towards midnight, even all the way down towards Springfield, Missouri, could be rain mixing or changing to snow possibly, and possibly getting into parts of northern Arkansas, especially the higher terrain as well. Like I said, this is just one model. This is the NAM. But Kansas City down I-49 all the way to Joplin could be snow through basically as we get towards late Tuesday night into early Monday or early Wednesday morning, that is. So something to keep an eye on here, because this rapidly changes over to heavier snows. There could be some a quick accumulation across this area as well. All right, I was going to show you some of the snow potential coming in later Tuesday into Wednesday morning. As you see, this low pressure is trying to track basically from southeastern Colorado, east northeast through Kansas, and then kind of a clued out. So this is where it's kind of going to stall out for just a little bit, and it's going to get a little bit more erratic as we get into Wednesday. So it could make a jog southeast before making more of a northeastern track. Occluded lows kind of bounce around just a little bit, but you can see we've got snow dumping all the way back down into parts of Arkansas here. You can see that changeover as we get into very, very early Sunday. Sorry about that. Wednesday morning. So basically, like I said, Kansas City, down here towards Joplin, Springfield, and maybe the higher terrain of northwestern Arkansas could be getting in on some of these snow showers, flurries, maybe some light rain, changing to some light snow in a few areas, and then this thing basically getting out of here after that. Alrighty, like I showed you on a future radar, even on the NAM model, if this snow changes over, this moderate rain changes over to moderate snow for a time, there could be some quick accumulations. So even down here to northwestern Arkansas, there could be maybe as much as a dusting, maybe locally, maybe a half an inch in the higher terrain up here towards parts of Missouri, all the way up towards Kansas City, showing maybe an inch or two up towards Kansas City, with some locally higher amounts back here to parts of Kansas, approaching 4 to 5 inches possibly in spots, and then a nice band of snow going basically 6 to 12-inch band going from parts of northwest Iowa all the way through southeastern parts of Minnesota through Wisconsin. That's just one model on this. Alrighty, here's the 12Z, or here's the 18Z NAM showing basically the same thing. Maybe a light dusting down here in parts of northwest Arkansas, a little bit more maybe around Springfield, and as you get up, this has a little bit more of a 3+ inch band up here towards Kansas City. Like I said, all depends on how fast this changeover happens. You get into some of that moderate to heavier snow, it can accumulate pretty quickly across that area. All right, here's a GFS showing a little bit lighter amounts across this area. And maybe as you get towards later Thursday, there could be some wraparound, maybe some snow showers or flurries down here in Kentucky, maybe northeastern parts of Tennessee as well. So something to bear watch. All right, so that's all we have for now. If you're just now joining us, you can rewind this live as soon as I'm done. You can see all the severe weather updates, what the timing is, and stuff like that. That's all we have for now. Stay weather aware. Have a plan in place for this severe weather coming as we get into tomorrow, late tomorrow, into Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be a more significant day across parts of southern Arkansas, into northern Louisiana, and into parts of Mississippi, as they're under that enhanced risk with some of that more significant severe weather as possible down that way. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much for watching.